Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, once again, Lordy Borisi Hodge, and you're watching CORP Exchange Television. And we're just having some lunch here, steamed broccoli and whatnot. So we're out over here in a beautiful village of El Portal, Miami, Florida, Upper East. And we're just helping the police department over here trim some trees. So I'm just helping out a friend today, hanging out. One of my investors, actually. So what happens is, we have the tree hugging business, and he runs the firm. So it's about 92 degrees out here. We're just hanging out. So a question was posed to me because we had a funny headline in the news today, which said stocks were lower at mid Fed rate hike policy. Did we get that right? That's what it said, Fed rate hike policy. I'm like, what does that mean? The market's lower because the market's lower. I don't think the Fed rate hike policy or whatever he says has anything really to do with the market being low. You could be in a correction phase. The market just broke the 330 on the Dow. So your lower, your higher low, your lower high was, your higher low is about 2,800. Again, I stand by what Uncle does with the Fed hike because I look at it as a stimulus. So if the market's rolling down, and it's really been buckling like this ever since the Fed hike, I don't know, maybe it's just panic, contingency, fear. Fear, it's an election year. It could be fear. Most likely is fear that the new administrations are coming in on the lower levels or would be pushing towards austerity, since, the inflation is just doing what it's been in the mandate and the yield curve, what it's been telling you it was going to do. Prices were going to go up. A lot of people didn't see that happening amid the COVID crisis, the health crisis we just went through. But with that being said, prices are destined to go up at this level. Mainly because the quality of life is going up so fast. Inflation will keep up with that. So, you have to look at your yield curve. You have to look at the community leaders and their mandates. You got to look at the banks, not just in the, in the West, on the other side of the pond. You have there's a lot of African banks coming up. You have to test, you have to constantly keep the stress tests going on these things. So there's a lot of catalysts of why the markets are behaving the way they are. Again, there's a largest transfer of wealth still happening, and you're probably just getting to the meat and potatoes of that. So there's a lot of money coming out of 401s. There's a lot of money coming out of stocks. There's a lot of money coming out to pay off homes and to do things like that, pay down debt, pay off doctor bills. So money is being transferred, and it's being transferred for all the right reasons, but it's being transferred. So you're probably seeing a lot of money coming out of stocks as the baby boomers are handling their business. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about that as well. A lot of baby boomers, got caught up in the glitz and the glamour of the 80s and the 90s. And, they finally said, well, I'm going to get my act together. And they need their money to, to pass down to the next generation. Or like I said, to pay bills, So you got to really look and see what's going on here. As that money comes out, remember, keep in mind, though there's more, what do you call the new generation Y or whatever? Even though there's more of those than baby boomers, this is still the largest transfer of wealth in the history of America. Florida East Coast. I might might be Berkshire people. Who's Florida East Coast train? Yeah, we have a train that comes through here through the meadow. Over the meadow and through the woods. That's what the El Portal is. It's like a meadow a wooded area. Very nice, very calm, very serene. Houses sell here for about an average from 600,000 to about 1.3 million. Lower middle class. But again, it was just funny that headlines, and we're not beating up the headline, but it's just funny as how, coming from the professionals, supposedly the professional gurus in the market, they got their stuff on Market Watch, and, they're on the websites, and they're saying stocks are lower amid the Fed hike. If the inflation drags the stocks down, and which we said there's still a lot of different reasons why this is happening. But if you want to go with the Fed rate hike, let's go with the rate hike. It's dragging the market down. So what happens when you say what you say in your headline? To curb inflation, which is drawing the market down, the Fed hike, because the inflation is not going to draw the market up. It'll inflate the market, but the streets will suffer. So you got to fear austerity coming in. You got this Fed rate hike, so you're going to hike again. So what would that entail? The market will dive even lower, giving avid investors a better buying opportunity. So how soon can you expect another rate hike? I don't know if you're going to get a half a basis point, but it's just left to be seen. We don't, as a dead brain economist myself, we don't give predictions. We can try to put you in the ballpark, but I can't sit here and say, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. People who tell you that are really not being truthful and mindful of what's really going on. They're just doing it for whatever. You're watching CORP Exchange Television, Economics Corner, Lordy Borisi Hodge, chilling out here in Village of El Portal, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken with burgers and French fries and spaghetti. Hanging out with some investors over here at the Village of El Portal police station, cutting their trees. Thank you and have a very blessed day. Goodbye.